Squall reviews a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Squall Reviews. I'm Squall and we're continuing Spooky Week on my channel here. Taking a look at figures that are somewhat a little scary in honor of Halloween. Leading up to the big Halloween review, which you guys could probably guess what the next couple of reviews are going to be. So, we are going to be taking a look at Fansproject Saurus Ryu Combiner Team from the Lost Exo-Realm. This is a box set of all 6 members for their version of Dino King. So, I got my camera kind of a little far back. Gotta zoom out all the way just so that we can look at the size of this box. Yes, we got Lost Exo-Realm right up there. A bunch of words I can't read, but you see the line art there of the combined mode of Dino King, or Saurus Ryu as he's called. You got each member outlined there in robot mode. You got the members right here. And this box is pretty much just a big white box. Let's see if I can't get out of my chair, see what I can bring out. On the side, you got Saurus Ryu. On the bottom, nothing. And then on the top, Saurus Ryu. On the other side, Saurus Ryu. And on the back, you got warnings and all that fun stuff. Alright, I'll put the box off to the side. Yeah, that's a pretty hefty sized box. There's all 6 members. In addition to that, the only real accessories you get are the feet that also have the fist in there. And you get this combined mode weapon, and that's pretty cool looking. I'll showcase a little bit more about that here in a bit, because one thing I wanted to note about the box, bring it back in for just 1 second. So it says there it comes with all 6 figures, new weapon is included. So the kind of problem with that is, well, yes, it comes with a new weapon. It's also kind of missing a few things, because the combined mode gun used to be formed out of the guns for the 6 individual figures. While this retains a lot of those original guns, it's missing a few. And I'll showcase that more when I go into the individual reviews of these guys. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer that the gun you're missing a few guns here. I think it's missing for who I call Ice Pick, which is really Goryu or Dino Roku. And I think it's missing the gun for one of the other guys. I'll break it down once I get to the individual reviews. So yeah, I'll individually review these guys, and then I'll do the full review of the combined mode as my last review for Halloween. But for today's review, we're going to focus on, and here's a look at Dinoichi, which is Kakuryu or otherwise known as Slog. And we'll take a look at accessories first. So he does normally come with the 2 feet and hands for the Dino King Combiner, Saurus Ryu. And these are pretty much identical to the original release. And then his gun is this bigger one with the 4 little barrels. And they have a sliding tab so you can have them in the gun or extended out. It does get a little stuck, and sometimes it just falls back on itself, but either way, that is his accessory. And for a look at the figure, here we go. Now he looks great with the red, the gold paint, the black, even the white. That's the thing I miss about Fansproject, is they definitely had a style, and they would color in all these little bits. Just add some flair to their figures. I really miss that. Alright, so he's obviously some big monster beast, which is appropriate for Halloween. And his head, he has a moving jaw. Got some teeth in there. Then the whole head can move up a bit, down a bit. So you get some action like that. The arms have like a soft ratchet, can turn all the way around. You got a bicep cut right there. You got double hinge elbows, so you can get all the way up. Then you got the big claw, which is on a big ball joint. So you could get any kind of way if you want the claws facing down or if you want them facing up. Either way. The waist right here is on a swivel. Then you got the hip section, which is on ratchets. Pretty beefy sounding ratchets. And let's see, you could get them out pretty much full splits, and then I think they will rotate, yeah, pretty much the whole way front and back. Besides that, you do have a thigh cut right there. Then you get a deep knee bend right there. Probably could go all the way, but you start to run into things when you're about there. And the feet are on these big ball joints. So you get some tilting action, some up and down, but not a whole lot, but enough. And he's got big feet, so he's able to just plant down and stand. So, size comparison for this guy, let's bring in a modern deluxe. And you can see he's pretty much as tall, but definitely a little bit stockier. Definitely a little bit more mass. And since he is in alt mode, I can show you the same figure mold in its alt mode. And you can see that guy is huge. Alright, so now we're going to get this guy first in combine mode, and then we'll show robot mode. So for combine mode, I usually lower his head down, and we can take the arms, which have this secondary hinge that if you turn it backwards will move the arm more up. So you want to do that, and you want to move the arm to where the top of the shoulder is facing forward. Then you can collapse the arm. You're going to get this peg basically in that hole. So just do it the best you can to get everything together. Let's see. And while you're doing that, you're also going to put this peg right into this slot. Let's see. There we go. It helps to move the arm a little bit backwards. That way you can then feed that right into that slot in the opening in the back. There we go. Just play with the joints enough, and you'll get there. Once it's in there like that, you can then take the claw and put it right in these slots right there, and it will fit in just like that. And then you're going to want to do the same on the other arm, so just rotate it backwards till it clicks in there. Continue going all the way around, giving yourself some room to get this slotted in there, and then feed that whole thing right into there. There we go. And then the claws collapse into those grooves. And then you could set those more or less in for now. Then you're going to want to come to the back here. Let's see, just open up these panels here, and that will free up the combine mode head, which try to get a good angle on. Let's see, might have to come in here. There we go. Move that up. It's pretty stiff joints. Alright, it's want to fight me, so come to the front and try to push it on through. I think the joints are just really tight. There we go. There we go, that's more like it. Move up that combine mode head, reclose the flaps there. Can turn it around. Lower that piece back down and turn the head, and then this, I think this was the problem, because you got the center crest pointing down. You move it up for combine mode. I think while it was pointed down, it was preventing the head from coming out. So there we go. Next you want to straighten up the body and the feet. Let's see. The feet are going to flex a little bit out of their holding place right here, like that, and come all the way straight forward, like that. Do that on this one as well. And the feet are on a slider, so sometimes that will move before you get it past. You can see it has this little nub that goes into that hole. And very stiff joints. But you move the feet like that, then you can collapse the knee in on itself. like that. And another kind of little problem with this figure, so the knee joint is supposed to have a ratchet, but the little tabs that hold the ratcheting part to the knee, they break. The little tabs are supposed to be through those holes and they snap like almost immediately. Thankfully, the figure is tight enough that it has enough friction just to hold the weight of it with friction. So you don't really need the ratchet there. It holds just fine. But if it's a concern to you, make sure you remove these screws, take that spring out. You can cut it a little bit, or put in a smaller spring if you have that option, because it will just destroy the ratchet if you don't do something about it, unfortunately. But it really doesn't make or break the figure, unfortunately. Well, fortunate, because it can still support itself. Alright, so once you got it like that, then you can take the two foot halves and tab them. Let's see, make sure they're on sliders, so you want to make sure that they're all the way separate from each other. And then you can straighten out. Let's see, we'll rotate the waist around first. Should have done this before I did the feet. And then you're just going to want to ratchet the waist up so that it's like that. Then you take the feet, move them up. Let's see, you could ratchet that out of the way. This white clip is going to clip right into there, and the white section right here of the foot will go right in here underneath the crotch, basically. So you do that. Let's see, probably one more click. There we go. Those will clip right into the side of robot mode. The legs will clip right into the bottom of the crotch, and then the feet will clip together like that. You can lower these kneecaps, and there you go. There is the torso of Dino King. And then for comparison, here he is with Sideswipe, so you can see the overall size this combiner is going to have. And now to get it into the full robot mode for Slog, so you're basically going to go back mostly into beast mode. So we're still going to untab the feet here. We're going to pull out all this, and we're going to pull the legs down, move up this knee part, do it like that, move up the knee part, rotate the legs back down. Now, there we go. We can put these kneecaps all the way out, and then the feet, we're going to push that nub back into that hole, so like that, and we'll do that for the other side as well. And really stiff. There we go. Alright, so back to this side, we're going to take the feet, we're going to rotate them around so that this part's showing, and so that this part is more in line with the foot, you slide it on over. Do that with this one, slide it on over. There you go. Now we can take the combine mode head, turn it around, open up these flaps again, lower the head crest like so, and you're going to feed it in so the head crest goes in that groove. And be careful, because that's probably what might snag on something if you're not. You see it comes out the front just like that. So once you got that, these two little pegs feed into that square hole on the back of his head, like so. Now the arms, you're going to basically undo this. So first off, start by lowering the claw so it doesn't hook up anywhere. And then you're going to feed this tab out the back, like that. Oops, what came off? This came off. And what is that from? Oh, it's from the front here. So I guess this is it's a screw cover. I guess that's good that it happens so that you guys can see in case that happens to you. There we go. Alright, so once the arm's freed up, you can leave it on the higher point, and you're going to rotate it around, and the claw, so you're going to free up the robot mode fist right here, and this whole section is going to turn. The claw is going to be back here like so, and then the fist can be down like that. Alright, second side, same as the first. So free up the claw. We're going to slide this out the back, undo that, straighten it out, and then we're going to bring that down like that, rotate the arm. Let's see, you may need to bring it out a little bit just so that you could get some clearance on there, because it does kind of hit on the sides there, like that. Push that back in. We're going to bring out the robot mode fist like that. Turn everything. Put the claw back into there and straighten out the fist like that. Then you're going to reach in here and pull out, flip out the robot mode head, which you then turn around. And there you go. Well, this guy looks pretty cool. So, head's on a ball joint. Can get all kinds of look around. The arms can still do a complete 360. You get a little bit of in and out right here, about 2 clicks. You get a bicep rotation, double hinge elbow. The wrist can swivel, as well as move up and down a little bit. You get that waist. You get the ratcheting hips, in and out, same spread, same forward and back as in beast mode. Let's see, the knees still bend about 90 degrees. Of course they're not ratcheted because that broke, and the feet are still on ball pegs. So you get pretty much the same articulation as in beast mode for his robot mode. And then bringing the weapons back into frame, you get his gun, which you could just peg right into his hand. It's a very tight fit. There we go. And then another thing you can do with the feet is they open up this panel right here to reveal kind of like missile pods. And he's got a little cut right here, which the combined portion can just slide right into with the greatest of ease. There we go. You can get a missile pod action going on with both of them. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And there you go. You can have that look going on if you so desire. Alright, and then of course for robot mode comparison, here he is next to a modern deluxe, and you can see he is a big guy. It's definitely thicker, definitely taller. Definitely a big guy compared to a modern deluxe. Alright, so I'll wait to do final thoughts on these guys when I do the combine mode. That way I can do the final thoughts as the group, since it was one box set. So, you like what you see here? Join me all week. I've been doing spooky reviews for Halloween leading up to the big review, which you could pretty much guess what that will be. But, you like this guy? You can actually get this box set on several sites. I got mine from TF Source, and it's under 300 now. It's like I want to say it's even like 219 or 229, somewhere around there. But I'll put a link in the description. That way, if you like this set and want to pick up one of your own, there you go. If you like what you see video wise and you want to see more reviews from me, why not give me a like, a share, a subscribe? All that stuff helps my channel grow, and it doesn't cost you a thing. And of course, till next time, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but helps my channel grow. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.